And boom! We are on the air. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel, Yankees Outdoor Adventures. I am a Jalano Speculino. You can call me Yankee. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the little bell icon, and you'll know all about Yankees Outdoor Adventures. Now, we are indoors today, but we have a geode here. To me, this is kind of really cool because I've never busted one open before. So I am sitting in a position where I can't see the chat, but I have you guys on an alternate device. So if you see I am Lenape in the room, that is actually me. So Luke Prairie is dead. I didn't know it. I didn't even know he was sick there, Budget. And make sure you guys are in view of that. Actually, so yeah, I guess so. Right about there is a good spot, huh? It's about center. If I sit it down right there. All right, guys. Let me tell you a little bit about a geode, though, if you don't know about a geode. And if you're here on a replay, of course, I don't know the exact time stamp I'm going to bust this thing open because I've never done this before, so I don't know how long it's even going to take me to do it or how hard it's going to be to do it. I have no idea. But if you're here on the replay, I'll have it in the description later where it actually busts open about. If you're curious about a geode, the cool thing about this is, essentially I am holding in my hand an air bubble. I'm holding in my hand an air bubble that's tens of thousands of years old. That's kind of cool. Now, I know that's not how most people describe it, but that's how I describe it because really that's what it is. Essentially, how it's made is it doesn't necessarily have to be lava, but in a lot of cases it is lava rock that originally heats and forms the air bubbles that come up through the surface. They don't make it all the way up. So we kind of think about it as bubbles in a soda pop. You know how all those carbon bubbles sit in a soda pop? Well, this is kind of a carbon bubble. It got sat down there, and it sat down there for so long that what little bit of water vapors were inside with it, they dissipated and crystals began to form from the minerals on the inside. Hard shells formed on it and crystals begin to form inside. So we're going to crack it open. We're going to take a look at it. And welcome to the room, everybody. And I'm glad that we got a room here today. 3 watching. That's all right, though, because this is great for the replay, in my personal opinion. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys want to take a moment and share this out, if you haven't yet, please feel free to do that as well. And okay, I don't even know the best spot to go about doing it, but I just figured I'd kind of chisel into it, right? What do you think? That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of round, so it's going to want to roll when I do that. Cutting it at all, it's going to be hard stuff. So let's do this right here. Nice. Stay rolling at that same spot. Let's go this way. Oh, let me open up, make sure I got my chat showing also. Hey, what's going on, Maisie? This is actually, it's a geode. I had removed all my mods trying to fix my other problem, Burnwood. And, and I haven't gotten back to the PC to put anybody back on yet. So I think actually the only one I have is Inspire John I believe. Okay. I'm AC. Welcome, my friend. It's great to have you here inside Kate's Kitchen. Welcome to the room, Floral Jungle, Pauline Newman. Awesome to have all you guys here. Please smash that thumb when you come in the room if you like the content. Always great having you here. I am in the middle of busting open a geode. Okay, I'm busting open a geode, and I've never done it before. If anyone has ever done it, just in time prepping, welcome. Sledgehammer, you think maybe so, man? But see, I actually wanted to kind of try to break it in half more than shatter it. So we're gonna see what happens as I continue to chisel at it. I mean, actually, it is mostly quartz, so it's very hard. It is very hard. But once we get it to crack, at whatever point, maybe I give up and I do begin to just smack the crap out of it with a much bigger hammer. That could happen here today. I'm not going to say it won't. But nevertheless, what's inside is the real prettiest part of all this. And as I was explaining earlier, geodes are formed. They're formed. It takes tens of thousands of years for the crystals that we're going to see inside this rock to grow. And this is a Kentucky geode, so that means these were most likely found around ancient riverbeds, which also means that it may have had additional water running against these, which sometimes also allows more mineral sediments to get inside, which creates a lot of different colors. So, who knows? Who knows what color we'll have? It can range from, purple, pink. Black is real sought after. I'm going to smack again at this thing a minute, guys. Okay, well, at least I'm cutting it. Ah, look at that. Cracked it the other way. I guess I'm cutting it the wrong way, guys. Boom! I cracked it. All right. What? These are clear. Not nearly as colorful as the other ones that come up out of there. I'm kind of shocked that they weren't. Let me lay them down here where you guys can see them. Now these can be washed up and made even a little cleaner. A lot of that brown comes out. Are you guys in camera at all here? These weren't quite what I expected this one to be anyway. This was almost, guys, this wasn't far from being being a nodule, not even being a geode, but being a nodule. And the difference between a geode and a nodule is the cavity that's left inside the air bubble that I was explaining earlier. As it fills in with the crystal, it takes, I guess, well, one estimate was several million years for the cavity to completely enclose with crystal. So the less the cavity, the lesser the cavity, the older the geode is, and if it eventually grows completely across, it'll be if it ever grows all the way across, it would be very old, and it would be considered a nodule and not a geode. But you know what? I got a piece to show you guys that come from the same area and what I was hoping for. So give me one moment. And now this one here come from the same area, and that's why I was really kind of expecting to see a little color. But this one right here, I believe I got it to where you guys can see it. Let me move it up and you can get a good. Try to get it to focus on that for you, but it's not doing real good. Yeah, now and this gives you a good example because of the color differences. What you get a good, I'm trying to get to where a camera can see it. I'm watching the same thing you guys are watching, and I'm trying to move my hands. But now here you can see the layers of color. This is what the shell, that dark gray color, that's the shell that's formed, that outside shell that's formed. On the lighter color one, on the white one, you can't really see it as well. But that's the shell that forms around, and then of course the minerals that are trapped behind from whatever moisture was inside begins to grow these crystals, and they're really beautiful. I was shocked that this one fell apart in the opposite direction that I was trying to break it. First time I ever broke one, but I was really hoping for some pretty color. But that's okay though. It's still really cool, And essentially here, what's really cool also is you think at one time this was an air bubble with some water vapor and some carbon in there, right? It was a water bubble. And it became, and it enclosed in there. So the air that was in that essentially, has never been released into the air for possibly 1,000,000 years. So, or more. So it is this kind of, that part of it is kind of really amazing to me. All right, guys, who do we got in the chat room here? Let me say a big hello to everybody. Red Man Paranormal is in the room. Here, if it was cleaned up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. There is some, it is kind of shiny here. I'm thinking once I clean it up, and I'll give you guys a shot of it in the future. I'll definitely share it on Instagram and stuff too as I clean it up. I'm thinking this one here, when I get it all scrubbed out, it's gonna look pretty nice. It doesn't have the color, but I think it's gonna look really nice. It depends on the agent layer, the types of crystals inside both. Yeah, the different minerals create different colors, Floral. You are correct. Yeah, yeah, and like I said though, this actually come from the same area. This one right here did, so kind of a luck of the draw. It is just amazing to me. I love old things anyway. You guys kind of know that when you listen to me and hang out with me. And when the first thing I thought when it was handed to me is, I know it was enclosed, and I thought was like, yeah, an air bubble. It's like I'm gonna let that air out the first time it's been out and escaped in over 1,000,000 years, and I get to do that. So I was psyched. So just from that alone, I do believe once they clean up, they're gonna look pretty cool. We'll get some Instagram shots of them. Let me go ahead and if I do that, I'm gonna terrify you guys. Let me go slowly here. All right, if there's any children in the room or any elderly or anyone weak-hearted, please look away from the camera for one moment while we readjust and go boom. Wow, I bet that's terrible. How enlarged am I? Am I like a huge giant head? That's got to be scary stuff right there. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my camera to catch up, guys. My camera's lagging. Come on, tell me if I'm a huge, scary head. Now, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. My hair's a mess. I probably should put a hat on, tied my hair back better before I started. All right, guys, boom, and welcome to the channel. it was fun. Again, I was hoping for more of the color, but we'll see what happens as we go. This is a birthday present, by the way, that I received, and I received this from my daughter. But a big shout out to my psychic Jane, and a big thank you for the gift, guys. You can get outdoors and find these little gems. You know what? Anywhere in the United States, any state in the United States, you could possibly find a geode in. Now, if you're not in the U.S., it may be a little bit more difficult for you. But hey, what's going on? Mandy Jane is in the house. Look at her, guys. A big shout out to you. And again, yep, this is my birthday gift. Tomorrow is my actual birthday, but it is. Still, it's great to spend it with you guys. I got to spend it with both of my youngsters on Saturday. We had a little birthday bash, and like I said, got the geode, which was really cool, and got some other cool gifts as well. Awesome family members, and lots of love was shown. Yours was last week, DD. Awesome. Well, happy birthday to you, my friend. I knew you were a Pisces. You know, I know. Mandy Jane shared your video on all my pages. They love crystals too. Awesome. Awesome. And I will also, once I get these cleaned up, guys, I will go ahead and post them at least on my Instagram, if nothing else. So follow me on Instagram, and I'll get those. I'll get updated pictures. Your birthday's coming up too, Wood Pigeon. Awesome. Yeah, that's right. That's right, DD. Budget. Hey, awesome. So, hey, the Wyatt Life is in the house. Wolfgang Productions is in the house. It's the same birthday as your uncle. Awesome. Corey Tech. Hey, what's going on, Corey? Great to have you here, my friend. So many awesome people come in to see me. Well, we did crack open the geode. If any of you has missed that part of it, can you see my last comment? Vapor, hang on a minute. Can I see your last comment? Possibly not, Vapor. Vapor, I didn't. Vapor. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I did. I wonder if microscopic organisms is in. Uh, you know what? I guess anything is possible. When nobody believed that a germ could stay alive in space until they retrieved a lens that was in outer space for over a decade, and lo and behold, once they brought it back into a normal atmosphere, it began to grow like a normal germ again. So hey, anything's possible, my friend. Life is amazing, and one thing I think about life is life has a way of living, of striving and surviving. It's remarkable how life has a knack of surviving. So yeah, you know what? I think anything's possible. Do I think I just released a plague on the world? Probably not, but we'll at least hope not. Happy birthday, Uncle Joy. Yeah, yeah, Joe, yeah, definitely. Uh, Inside Kate's kitchen. Awesome. Awesome company then. Weird. That's right. Smash that thumb. Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys. Smash the thumb. I appreciate it. Don't know how many more of those birthdays I'm gonna pull off as I get older and older, but I'm just gonna almost gonna grind, and for as long as I can. What can I say? Uh, it snowed a little here in New York, nothing much. Okay, great on that. Did anybody out there in the chat room, or any of you as part of the snowstorm that plagued the east, as the news put it? But we didn't get anything really here. We got a little dusting. I know it. I hear you, Wolfgang, but that's all right. That's all right. Like fine wine, right? Yeah. It was another awesome present I got. That's my coffee cup. I'll tell you what, it works awesome too at keeping my coffee hot. Followers of mine here, no doubt. Yes, we are fine wine. That's right. Yep. Oh, I love it. No, it's an awesome cup, without a doubt. Another compliment of my psychic Jane right there. Yep. I have to do a shout out for the cup, I guess. All righty. Well, guys, were you amazed? Were you mystified? I was hoping for color, but we're gonna get them cleaned up and see what. Let's see what kind of close up you guys get. See, it's not. We're gonna get them cleaned up and see what happens. I was hoping more for that. Isn't that cool? Come on, focus, baby. Focus, baby. Focus. No comment. Come on. Give me a focus. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, there we go. Cool. They're cool either way, without a doubt. We're gonna. Well, I bet that one had another 1,000 years or so. It would have done been a nodule. Yeah, the purple is really nice. They came from the same area. I was hoping this one was going to be purple also, but and then I was thinking maybe pink, but no, it turned out to be kind of white. These now like all that discolor, that dark color that you see in there, that'll scrub off, guys, when I hit that and clean that off. So it's gonna look a little bit different when you guys do see it again. Well, yeah, it's still, nevertheless, it is still a geode, and as a geode, it is a very ancient item. That's kind of cool. This is a piece of crystal. So you can see the quartz crystal. It is quartz crystal. I don't know if it's focusing for you guys or not. Probably not, but it is quartz crystal. All right. So what do we got? A geode. Yeah, Matt, we just cracked a geode. I was showing the prettier one that we had from the same area. The one we cracked is, it looks like it's going to be all white. And again, I need to get it. I need to clean it up, but it looks like it's going to be all white. You had some cut by a pro. Now, Matt, what you guys in Oregon, am I right to say you're more likely to find a nodule than you are a geode, correct? Yours are generally completely filled in. There's no cavity inside. Is that correct to say? I had some cut by a pro. Sorry, folks, that was just a funny mental image. Uh, Dinosaur droppings. There you go. It could be. Hey, there you go. Uh, reads the comment. Yes, I did. I did too. And yeah, how the geodes are actually air bubbles though. They're if you look at, and they can take place in packed ground. They can take place in volcanic, hot molten ground. If you look at a glass of pop, okay, and how you have all the bubbles that hang, those carbon bubbles that hang in a glass of pop. picture that to be, like little air bubbles that are created just in the ground, in the shiftings of the ground, and inside vapored water may get heated up from lava heating ground and create bubbles that way. There's a lot of different ways the bubbles can be created, but essentially that's what it is it's that air bubble, and it gets trapped. And then over tens of thousands of years, as it's trapped, any water vapor that's inside finally, dissipates itself out, and the minerals are left behind, and that's what grows as crystal. True. Fully filled thunder eggs. Yes, I was going to mention it as I was waiting to see if I was right about your area. And then, yes, if you are in the region of the thunder eggs, and thunder eggs are uh, just what the natives of that area named those rocks. They have a whole legend of two different deities that sat upon two different mountains and would hurtle these at each other in battle, and they would kind of come out of the thunder. And as this battle went on, so that's what these rocks were, the legend of those rocks. But yeah, all right, cool, awesome. Is that what you had cut, Matt? A nodule? Those look really cool when they diamond cut them like that. And I know if you can get them thin enough, they look really really cool if you get light behind them. When you display them. Awesome. Well, thank you, Wolfgang. That's the biggest compliment I got all day. But I got a pair of underwear 45 years old, though. So, yeah, awesome. Oh, are these things like generally like lying on the ground? Okay, well now in this one here was a Kentucky geode, and I'm not kind of let me kind of because if you didn't catch it in the very beginning, I do have it in the thumbnail. Let me see if I can kind of try to lay it back together here a little bit for you, uh, of how it was. I don't know if I can. I bet a monkey could. I'm just saying, not that I'm less intelligent than a monkey. Ha! Look at that. But maybe I'm not. There we go. I actually got it all back together completely. This is actually what you're looking for. Usually now, like in Kentucky, when you hunt them up in Kentucky, they're usually in areas that were either an ancient riverbed ran through there, or it doesn't even have to be that ancient. Like, if it's a major shift in the river that took place, and you got, a place that used to run water and it doesn't anymore, is kind of one of the easier areas to find them, because in those areas you'll find them right on top of the ground, or you'll find them sticking out of the ground, like, half of it sticking out of the ground. So you're just kind of looking for round rocks is what you're looking for. And these get big, guys. Now, well, I mean, you can find them in Kentucky bowling ball size. But the biggest geode in the world is right here in Ohio. The biggest geode in the world you can actually walk inside of, and it's a place you may have heard of. It's called Crystal Caves. Crystal Cave is actually a geode. It's a geode with a fracture that they can, because of the fracture, you can go down and walk inside of it. So that is actually the largest geode that we know of. I would imagine if we could get, find one under any cavity or cave somewhere, there could be geodes, that are bigger than an auditorium, big, huge. They could be, as big as the cavity is that gets blocked off from air and and elements. Oh my God, budget. What budget say? What'd you do to me, budget? Is older than that rock. Ah, no, come on now, budget. Uh, the rock itself, it'd be pretty old. That's cool that I got it back together like that, though. Uh, I actually started. You can see up here where I started chiseling, and I started chiseling. You can see that white line. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can see it. That that's where I started chiseling, and then as I did, it actually fell apart the opposite way. Kind of funny, but hey, it fell apart anyway. So that was the goal. So first time I ever cracked one. It was a lot of fun doing it. Awesome. Vapor, thank you. Everyone, thank you. I'm going to cut this out at a 30-minute live. I'm just, as a replay for anyone that wants to learn how to crack a nodule. There you go. We could say it's learning how to do that, although I was learning how to do it as we were on here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Are you gonna find them on the you could budget. They're anywhere in the United States. They're anywhere in the U.S. You can find nodules, or find geodes. So now, not all geodes are nodules, but all nodules were geodes. There you go. Next time, do a coconut. I'll just use a saw on the coconut. Awesome. Awesome. No, guys, I did. I wanted to jump on. I don't know if I'll be on again tomorrow. I'll have a video up by Thursday, like I normally do. And again, I wanted to thank my daughter for the gifts, and give everybody a big wave. Last year at this time, I had a little birthday party, and I jumped online and let everybody know it was my birthday, and it's like that. The happy birthdays come in there from my community, and it's awesome. I love you guys. Coming in at the end. Hi, Yankee. Hey, what's going on, Larry? Larry, as you're coming in, I'll show you what I was sharing with you guys here today. This is actually a fragment of a geode that was gathered at the same area. And then I had a geode, and I cracked it open here today. Now, ours wasn't so colorful, but once I get it cleaned up, the quartz crystal this will be a white one, but you'll see a lot more of the shine of the crystal once it's cleaned up. There we go. And I got it back together. But that's what we did here today. And thank you, Mandy Jane, for the awesome gift. I definitely appreciate it. Much love. Larry, anyone on here watch GH? I don't know. Inside Kate's Kitchen. Again, thank you for coming. Larry Snow, thank you for being here. Guys, if you don't know each other in the chat room, take the last moment to get to know each other. Definitely a worthwhile community. These people that you're going to meet in this room have become more than just community members. They become friends. And over 2 years here on YouTube, you guys are become a fixed thing in my life, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So until our trails meet again, I hope all your adventures are awesome. Winnie Tom for watching, everybody, and I gotta move the camera to shut it off. So much love, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks again, everybody.